Okay, the 2026 World Cup is almost here, and historic Mexico City is hosting the opening match. You know the crowds are going to be massive for this one, so you really need a smart travel plan. So let's dive into your playbook with 5 essential things every fan has to know before booking that trip.
First things first, let's just try to wrap our heads around the scale of this. The legendary Estadio Azteca. It's not just a stadium, it's a beast. On match day, you'll be navigating all that excitement with over 87,000 other passionate fans. I mean, that's basically a city within a city. So getting your logistics right is absolutely everything. So let's start with what's probably the most critical first step, your wallet. The #1 rule for a huge global event like this is you have to act fast and beat that inevitable price spike on flights and hotels. And when I say spike, I really mean it. We are not talking about a little bump here. Hotel rates, they're projected to jump by as much as 300% during the tournament. Waiting too long is going to be a very, very expensive mistake.
So, what's the magic time frame? Here it is, your ideal booking window. The sweet spot is somewhere between 6 and 12 months before that first whistle blows. If you book in this window, you've got the best shot at locking in decent prices and getting your first choice of places to stay, well before that last-minute demand sends everything through the roof.
All right, so you're ready to book. Now for the next big question. Where are you going to stay? Choosing the right neighborhood is a huge strategic decision. It's going to define your entire trip, and it's all about balancing that great atmosphere with pure, simple convenience. Well, let's break it down. If you want to be super close to the stadium, for max convenience on game day, you're going to look at places like Coyoacán or Tlalpan. But if you're after more of a trendy, vibrant vibe with incredible restaurants and nightlife, then Roma, Norte or Condesa are going to be your best bets, even if it means a slightly longer commute. So you really have to ask yourself, what's more important, being close to the pitch or close to the party? And now for the main event, actually getting to the game. That neighborhood choice we just talked about, it directly impacts this next tip. Mastering the commute to Estadio Azteca is, believe me, non-negotiable if you want a stress-free day. The one name you absolutely need to know is this, the Tren Ligero, or the light rail. This is your golden ticket. It's the most direct public transport link that'll get you right to the stadium's doorstep from the main metro system. It's what locals and experienced travelers will tell you to use. And here's your step-by-step game plan. From most of the central areas, you'll hop on the Metro's Blue Line and take it to the Tasquina station. From there, it's a really simple transfer over to the Tren Ligero, which you ride all the way to the Estadio Azteca station. It's a pretty straightforward route, but just remember to budget at least an hour to an hour and a half for the whole journey. But listen up, because here is the single biggest warning from fan forums and travel guides. Getting there is one thing. Getting out is the real challenge. And this quote, it just sums it up perfectly. That post-match exodus is going to be intense. So don't just wander out into the crowd. Have a plan, whether that means waiting out the initial rush at a nearby spot or knowing exactly which direction you're heading. Now, if the idea of navigating those massive crowds and paying peak Mexico City prices sounds, well, a little overwhelming, there is another strategy you can consider: setting up your home base in a nearby city instead. I mean, the question is pretty simple. Do you want to avoid the worst of the chaos? Staying in a neighboring city can mean a more relaxed vibe and potentially lower costs, as long as you're okay with a longer commute on match days. You've got 2 excellent options here. First up is Toluca. It's closer, and it has a fast interurban train that gets you into Mexico City in about 40 minutes. Your other option is Puebla, which is a gorgeous UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a longer bus ride for sure, but the cultural experience and the food scene there are just world-class. So really, your choice boils down to speed versus scenery. All right, let's pull this all together into one final actionable game plan. Think of this as the essential checklist you need to tick off before you even think about packing your bags and jerseys. So here it is, your pre-trip countdown. #1, book those flights and hotels. Make them refundable in that 6 to 12-month window. 2, get the essential apps on your phone: a Metro map, a rideshare service like Uber or Didi, and Google Translate. And 3, check your visa requirements and pack for rain. And yeah, on that last point, don't forget about the weather. June and July are right in the middle of Mexico City's rainy season. You can expect mild, really pleasant temperatures, but definitely be prepared for those afternoon showers. A light jacket and an umbrella are absolute must-haves.
And that's it. With these 5 tips, you're not just another tourist. You're a prepared fan with a solid game plan. You're all set to have a totally incredible, unforgettable World Cup experience in one of the world's great football cities. Seriously, enjoy the match.
And hey, if you want to take your planning even further, you can find downloadable guides, fan forums, and even AI-powered trip planners to build out your perfect match day experience at worldcup26fanzone.com.